Hello everyone. So welcome to another lesson. Yesterday we discussed the homework of chapter 5 lesson 2, and I hope there was no doubt. But yes, most of you had asked me about question number 9, the fraction question. I just forgot to arrange the answer in a slide form just to show you girls today, but I will write it, I will solve it in a proper way, and I will put the answer for that question on Edmodo, so you can check it through that. I will try my best to make it clear for you because it's a fraction question. You need to change it and then you need to subtract. So all these things have to be done. I will put the steps one by one each in a very clear way, and then I will put the answer for that question, only that particular question, on Edmodo. I hope you all will use that for checking the answer for number 9. Okay, so today we will be starting with chapter 5 lesson 3, which is page number 343 in your books, which is solving the systems by elimination. Now in the first lesson we learned how to solve by graphing, and in the second lesson we learned by how to solve the systems by substitution, and in this lesson we will use elimination method to solve these systems. Now, as the lesson name says elimination, you will be knowing elimination means to remove something, to eliminate, to take out something is the meaning of elimination. So in this lesson, we'll be learning how to solve the systems by removing something, but the answers are going to be the same, means you will either find x first or y first, and depending on what you're finding first, you will find the answer for the next one. Okay, so the example which is being solved in your book is being solved by using the other way of using algebra, not the way we use. They have used the cancelling way of solving it. Now those who are using the cancelling way to solve an equation, yes, you can just go through that example and find out. Else, let me show you our way of doing it by changing the sides. Okay, so this is the page. So this is example 1. So let me show you the example 1. As you can see in your book, it's done by cancelling method, which they are cancelling and then subtracting from both the sides, which we never do usually. So let me show you the normal way we do it. Okay, so this is your question. What's the question? This is the question in the example. I'm doing example number 1. So the question is x minus 2y equals minus 19 and 5x plus 2y equals 1. So using elimination method, this is not substitution, this is elimination method, we are going to find what is the value of x and what is the value of y. Okay, first of all, step 1. Step 1 is very important. These steps are very important for this lesson, so you need to follow one by one. Always, the first step is write the equations properly under each other. What I mean is the symbols should be under each other, and the variables, that's the letters x and x, y and y, and the numbers equal sign under equal sign should be under each other. This is the most important step in solving equations by elimination. Rewrite the equations, but in a proper way. That's by aligning them, by writing the symbols under each other and by writing the variables under each other. If you can see, there is a difference in both, from the one from up and the one from down, because in the question, of course, they will give you like the one which is up, but then this is the first step. You need to rewrite it properly. Okay, now what is the next thing we are going to do? Elimination means you have to remove, you have to cancel something. What are you going to cancel here? In this equation, you will see which are the similar terms. Okay, similar terms means which variables are the same, which terms are similar. So x, if you look at the x up is alone, but down it is 5x. So you cannot remove x and 5x. I am talking about this part of the lesson now. This which you can remove, I will teach you in the next lesson, but for this lesson just concentrate when you have like terms, that is when you have two of the same terms which are the same, how do you eliminate it? So x we cannot eliminate because one is x and one is 5x. Now move to y. Both of them have 2y and 2y, right? But one is minus and one is plus. So here you can eliminate the y's. Why? Because both of them are 2y and one is minus and one is plus. So always you have to keep in mind when you are eliminating, both of them should be one minus and one plus. Okay, so don't ignore that part. The line is missing in fact. Okay, so you will eliminate plus 2y and minus 2y. So when you eliminate plus 2y and minus 2y, means next step you're going to do is you will have to add both of them. Okay, so when you add both of them, x plus 5x is going to give you 6x, and minus 19 plus 1 is going to give you minus 18. Okay, so that means x is going to be minus 18 over 6, which is going to be x is equal to negative 3. So this is what you need to be doing. So the slide is messed up as usual. Okay, so you will cancel minus 2y and plus 2y. That's because you can eliminate a negative sign with a positive one, but the terms should be the same. Okay, so the next is you're going to add both of them. So x plus 5, x means 1 plus 5 is 6, minus 19 plus 1 is going to give you minus 18. As a result, we will get x is equal to minus 3. Now, is that the end of our solving? Of course not. With this value, we are going to choose any one of the two original equations. That's anyone from up you choose, and then substitute and solve the next one. So step 2, we have, I chose the second equation, which is more easy for me, 5x plus 2y equals 1. So we got in the previous one, x is going to be minus 3. So 5 minus 3 multiplied by minus 3 plus 2y equals 1. So 5 minus 3 is going to be minus 15 plus 2y equals 1. So 2y is equal to 1 plus 15, because minus 15 when it moves to the other side, it will become plus 15. 2y is equal to 16 over 2, which is going to give you y is equal to 8. Okay, now the step 3, which is again one of the important steps, is writing the answer. Now when you write the answer, of course you know your coordinates, your pair should be x and y first. So always write the value of x first, that was minus 3, and then value of y, which is 8. Don't mess that up. Don't write 8 and minus 3, your answers will be wrong. It should be minus 3 and 8. Okay, now I will just rewind the slide for you, and I'm giving you a minute each. Just check what we have done to solve the question, because in the next question I will give you some time to solve it by yourself. So the previous slide, just check what we have done. Try to explain the question by yourself to you so that you will understand it. Okay, so can I move to the next slide? I'll move to the next slide. If it's not enough for you, just pause the video so that you will have time. Anyhow, this part is very easy for you because even in the previous lessons we have done this part. So I don't think you need any more time to revise this. Just if you find the value of x, you have to substitute that. Okay, now it's your turn. Get a paper, anything you want, even your phone, just open a notepad and start solving this question. This I am doing. Check it out from your book. The related page, the same page, which was page number 344. Do this question, this one. At least find the value of one variable. I will give you 2 minutes to find the value of one of the variables. Use the same way which I showed you. So I will go back to that screen and I will keep that open for you so that you can follow what's shown in that screen. Okay, here are the steps for you, so you can follow this, use these steps to do that one. I will show you the answers within a minute. Okay, so I think by now at least one variable you must have solved. So the equations were y plus 3x equals minus 2 and 2y minus 3x equals 14. This is your question. So you are going to eliminate and then you're going to solve it. So as soon as you look at the question, what's the first thing you're going to do? Of course, you have to write the equations in a proper way. The equal sign under equal sign, the symbols under the symbols, and the letters under each other. Doesn't matter how much space it takes, but write the equal sign under equal sign and the letters, the terms under each other. Okay, now what's the first thing you are going to do? You can, as you can see, you can, which one are you going to eliminate here? Which one are you going to cancel here? Of course, you're going to cancel plus 3x and minus 3x, right? So once you cancel plus 3x and minus 3x, what are you going to do next? Of course, you will add the remaining part. So y is 1, which we don't write. So 1 plus 2 is 3, and minus 2 plus 14 is 12. Okay, so y is going to be equal to 12 divided by 3, which is equal to, y is equal to 4. Now I hope this part you must have got right. It's not a difficult one. So you will cross out plus 3x minus 3x and you will add the remaining. So y plus 2y is 3y, minus 2 plus 14 is plus 12, 12. So y is going to be equal to 4. Now, as you can see, which equation is easy? I feel the second one is easy, so I will choose the second one and use the value of y and find out the value of x. So y was 4 plus 3x is equal to minus 2. Did I choose the first or the second one? Okay. So it was y. Okay, I have chosen the first one. Right, so it's y plus 3x is equal to minus 2. So we will just substitute the values of minus 2, minus 4. 3x is going to be equal to minus 6, x is going to be equal to minus 6 over 3, x is going to be equal to minus 2. Now the last step, you have to write the coordinates in a proper way. Don't write as 4 and minus 2. No, you have to write as x first and then the y. So I hope this part of solving is easy for you. Now I will move on and show you something which is different. Of course, this lesson has something little different. It's okay, we will take time, but I want you to understand this part. So I am going to do example number 2 from your book, that is 3x plus 4y equals 18 and minus 2x plus 4y equals 8. Now, what are we going to eliminate here? Now, the first step, step 1, write the equations with the proper signs. Don't ignore that bracket which is after the 8. It should be later, but I couldn't adjust it, so I left it as it is. Okay, now the first step is always write down the variables under the terms under each other, the equal sign under equal sign. Now, next, what are we going to cancel here? Of course, we know the terms which are like we are going to cancel, but can we cancel both of them? Do you think we can cancel this 4y and 4y from here? Of course not, because both of them are plus. Plus 4y plus 4y. So what are you going to do when both of them are plus? We need to change, of course, 1 into minus. So to change 1 into minus, what are we going to do? We are going to multiply any one of the equations, any one with the opposite sign. For example, here in second equation, we have plus 4y. So to change it to minus 4y, we are going to subtract the whole equation with a minus sign. Or if you feel this is difficult for you, what you can do is the first equation, to change the plus 4y into minus 4y, you can multiply the whole equation with a minus sign. But here, because already this has a minus sign, I'm going to multiply with a minus sign the whole equation. Okay, so minus into minus is going to give you plus 2x, right? So because I'm not going to do anything for the first equation, let me write down the first equation as it is. Okay, now I'm only going to change the plus 4y of the second equation. So what will I do? I will multiply the whole equation with negative sign. So negative into negative will become positive 2x. Negative into positive will become negative 4y equals negative 8. This is what is going to happen if you multiply the whole thing with a negative, whole equation with a negative sign. Negative 2x will become positive 2x because we are multiplying it by negative 1 in fact. So negative 1 into negative 2 will give you positive 2. Negative 1 into positive 4 will give you a negative 4. And negative 1 into positive 8 multiplied will give you negative 8. I did not put the negative sign 1 in between here, between the negative sign, but it means it's negative. So after this, you are just going to follow the same thing which you did for the previous one. What are you going to cancel? You will cancel plus 4 and minus 4. So the next step is 3 plus 2 is 5x, and 18 minus 8 is going to give you 10. Okay, so x is going to be equal to 2. I know it's a bit confusing. Just go back, rewind the video a bit and play again and watch what I have done. You will understand it. Only just to change any one out of both the plus 4y, just to change any one 4y into a negative one, we have to multiply the whole equation with a negative sign. So after this, the steps are the same. You have to choose any one equation. So I have chosen here the first equation, I guess, and substitute the value which you got as x, we got as 2. So 3 into 2 is 6, plus 4y equals 18. So 6 over 4y equals 18 minus 6. Y is equal to 12 over 4, which is equal to 3. So the last step is write the coordinates properly. X was 2 and y was 3. So this was your answer. This has to be the answer for the equation. So all what you have to do is, if you have the same terms 4y, you have to check the signs. It should be plus and minus. You cannot cancel plus and plus, you cannot cancel minus and minus. So to change, if they both are the same, for example, as we had in this question, plus and plus, to change any one into minus, you will multiply the whole of the equation with a minus sign and change it. Then as usual, you will do what you did in the first example and the question you solved. I hope this part is easy. I hope you girls understood this part. So I will just stop it with this part today because I don't want you to get you more confused. But all what I want you to do is do question number 1, 2, 3. It's a try. It's just a try only. I'm not telling you must do it perfectly. Do question number 1, 2, and 3. Before I start the next video, of course, I will discuss question number 1, 2, and 3, and then I will start it. And for those, now I want you girls to do something. And this will also give me a clear idea of how many of you are really watching the video. Once you are finished watching this video, do like the video or dislike the video, I don't mind. You even dislike it, I don't mind, but I want to make sure how many of you are watching the video, because I don't think everyone is following the videos or lessons at least on a daily basis. If not on a daily basis, at least after every other day. I don't think so, because I know many are there who hate math. When I stand in front of you and teach, you hate math. No, I cannot expect you to like math once I am like teaching just on the screen. So just to keep in track of how many of you are doing the math lesson daily on daily basis, I just want you to like this video once you have finished watching this video, because that will give me the name of those who are liking. Even if you dislike, I don't mind. You can like, dislike, I don't mind. But this is just to get a count and to just to keep in track of how many of you are watching the videos daily. Because when you like the video, I will of course get the date also as when you liked it. So all what I want you to do is, if you have watched this video, do like the video or unlike the video, no problem, it's okay. But don't forget to do question number 1, 2, and 3. Just try to do it as how we have done, and wait for the answers in the next video if you have watched this. So until I meet you guys again, until I meet you all in the next video, do keep yourself safe and have a good day.